And this is a live look at Toronto, where it is currently 35.6 degrees Celsius. The record for this day is 36.8, reached in 1995. With the humidity, it feels like 45 degrees. For more on this heat wave gripping a large part of the country, let's bring in CBC News science and climate specialist Darius Mahdavi. He joins us now live from Vancouver. So Darius, we're seeing high temperatures across much of the country, but where exactly is the hottest spot?
Well, Andrew, you mentioned Toronto and that 35.6 degree reading, and that is the hottest place in the country right now. I've been updating it because it's been jumping around a little bit today, but especially with that humidity factored in, extremely high temperatures and extremely dangerous ones as well. And it's because of this heat dome sitting over the eastern part and central part of the country. Take a look at this, that high pressure system just keeping all that heat trapped underneath the jet stream and causing really that part of Canada and the States to be baking under that heat and providing a lot of energy for potential storms. So let's click through here. I do want to talk a little bit about Western Canada because we do have a fair bit of heat over here as well, with temperatures in BC's southern interior. If you look at Kelowna and Kamloops there, reaching up into the mid-30s. The big difference here is that those places are not humid. They don't have the humidity that central Canada has. And so when we're talking about the heat today and over the next couple days, because BC will remain warm, we don't have to factor in that stickiness that really makes things feel hotter and quite literally makes things more dangerous because you can't get rid of your heat as easily. And so when we switch over to looking at Ontario, we really have to look at those humidex values, feeling like as high as 45 degrees at the moment, and with temperatures expected to continue to climb over the next couple hours, things could get even more dangerous in parts of Ontario, and over the next couple of days, temperatures will start to come down, but we do have to get through a pretty serious period of heat before that will happen. As you mentioned, we have some orange weather alerts, especially over northern Ontario, a couple of air quality alerts there as well. Those temperatures, not necessarily going to be higher than they are in southern Ontario, but those places are less accustomed to those high temperatures. Perhaps less people have air conditioning, and so people are a little bit more at risk in those places. But you'll notice very widespread heat warnings across central Canada, Andrew. And so as a result, I wanted to just quickly mention the dangers of heat, because this is the most dangerous kind of extreme weather event, partly because it goes under the radar, because people don't realize how dangerous it is. So if you have heat exhaustion, just get inside, drink lots of water, try and get somewhere cool. And if you have heat stroke, you need to call 911 immediately. So it's important to know the different symptoms between those two types of heat danger.
Yeah, absolutely important to know, because you might not even realize you're in it until you're in it, and then you got to kind of do something about it. So what sort of active weather and thunderstorms are we seeing because of this heat today? Montreal could be a concern, right?
That's right. We have tornado watches, in fact, in place for Montreal as a result. Those are orange level warnings, but a number of other warnings as well. So let's take a look again at that warning map. I'm going to move it over from Ontario over towards Quebec, and you'll notice those two red outlines there. Those are tornado watches, and in the center there, a thunderstorm warning. So that means that we're having those storms track through, and they have the potential to generate a tornado. And because of the heat and humidity, as well as the instability in the atmosphere, those could be pretty strong tornadoes. This isn't the only place where it's a possibility, but at the moment that is definitely the highest risk. If we zoom out here, you'll see a very wide area under these severe thunderstorm watches, all those yellow outlines there. All those places have the potential to see some very strong storms as we see a cold front sweep across Ontario later today. We will be tracking this, of course, over the next few hours, but that heat and humidity combined with the instability generated by that cold front are really putting a lot of people potentially at risk. If you're under one of those severe thunderstorm watches, you need to be prepared. Even if you don't see a tornado, wind gusts up to 120 kilometers per hour, hail larger than golf balls, and some serious downpours are very much a possibility, and in fact are likely in some of these areas. So you just need to be prepared. And on the off chance, hopefully it doesn't happen, but if you do see a tornado touchdown, if you get an alert on your phone or you hear us talking about a tornado warning being issued where you are, you need to make sure that you know what to do. The best thing that you can do is try and get as far into your house or apartment building as you can, and try and get as low as possible. The basement, as always, is the best place to be. So just be ready. If you have a tornado watch issued, be ready. And if you see a tornado warning, get inside immediately. Andrew?
Good tips, Darius. Thank you. CBC News science and climate specialist Darius Mahdavi, live in Vancouver.